Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon Paradox Runs. Let's play another run, because why not? That's what we do every day. And no bound Hades, I am not muted, I was just coughing. This is a new stream day. Whenever I start a stream day, I always feel like I have to give myself a little bit of a cough. I accidentally switch my weapons, but I know we have Pulse Cannon and an HP upgrade, and there it is. Well, I think it's been a while since we've had a run where I knew what my weapons were that quickly. But yeah, on a new stream day, if my voice is not feeling up to snuff, you know, I have to cough, I have to clear it a little bit. Maybe I'll try a voice exercise before I start streaming. La-la-li-li-lo. Or Unique New York. Or, I don't really know. I'll sing a song to myself. I'll yell into the microphone while I'm waiting to hit the unmute button for the first time and say, hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. But, you know, keep telling me if you think that I am muted, because sometimes I do accidentally mute myself, and then it's really awkward when the video goes up on YouTube and then I'm silent for like 60 seconds, and everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Oh, he's muted. I mean, here's the thing, that could happen even if I wasn't streaming on Twitch. Like, I could just accidentally hit my mouse button that activates the mute, and then I could be in the middle of a sentence, and, you know, all of a sudden you'd never know the end of it. You know, you wouldn't know what would happen. You would just be, like, confused. What's weird with my setup, though, is that there is a little bit of a delay when I press the mute button when the mute actually happens. So, like, I will mute on 3. I will press the mute button on 3. 1, 2, 3. You know, what number did I get to before it actually muted? Because I muted on 3, but I think it took a split second before it actually applied. And it's just because of a weird, like, audio processing thing I do, that it sometimes doesn't mute exactly at the right moment. Although it is kind of muting exactly the right moment, just not exactly when I would prefer it. At least I think that is still a problem. I haven't actually checked in a while. Anyways, we're talking very meta here. Is it meta to be talking about the stream, or is it meta to be talking about the Gungeon experience? I don't know. But in any case, I like the Pulse Cannon. The HP upgrade, at the very least, it is poison immunity. Would be wonderful if we were on a BCDD20T run. As is, you know, I could see myself selling it in order to buy an item from the shop, if we needed to. But unfortunately, there's nothing good in the shop. An ideal situation, though, would be if we had a vampire lady, because then we could get rid of the HP and the HP container at the same time. Get a lot of money from that. Be happy. Be happy now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Got the sawed-off shotgun. Not as good as the pulse cannon. I knew it. Don't ask me how I knew it, but I freaking knew it, because it's always the Trigger Twins. I have to know if the game prioritizes level generation or room generation first. Like, when I start up a new run of Gungeon and the game is generating the level, does it say that the game wants to generate bulletkin Trigger Twins, or does it say position the boss room here and then what bosses can actually fit? Like, I don't know why, but to me it feels like I get these guys all the damn time, like more frequently than any of the other bosses. And it might be because this is a wild card boss arena. You can enter it from the top, the bottom, the left, the right. You know, the Gatling Gull arena that has the water going through it, I'm pretty sure you can only enter that from the left or the right side. So if the boss generation is on the top of the room or the bottom of the room, maybe it can just never be Gatling Gull. And as a result, it's more likely to be Bullet King or Trigger Twins. But if it's coming in from the top, then it can't be Bullet King, so it's gonna be Trigger Twins by default. You know, I don't know how the game actually decides any of that, but it's a little weird to me. Because it always feels like you fight one boss more than another boss. Or maybe that's just... What is it called? I forget what the statistical anomaly is called when something happens a couple of times in a row and you feel like it always happens. But maybe that's the case. Maybe it's just that I'm thinking it because I just hate the Trigger Twins so much, and I recognize that I hate the Trigger Twins so much, and I recognize that I always think to myself, God damn it, it's the Trigger Twins again! It's not survivor's bias, it's something else. I don't remember. I don't remember my statistics. It's not statistics, though. I don't think it's like psychology. Let's go down to the next floor. I like what we have right now. Sawed-off shotgun, we're basically the convict minus the Molotov. I like it. Confirmation bias? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Thank you, Joe, through Milk Jug. Why do I hate them? Yeah, they're just the worst boss on Turbo. They fire faster, and as a result, if you get shot from off screen, you're more likely to take damage, you have less time to react, and they tend to love shooting you in exactly the right spot. I don't know why. They're just a big jerk like that, basically. He protected himself with the table. I find that to be highly rude. I don't know why I like the sawed-off so much. It's a garbage gun, but for some reason, I always find myself comfortable using it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of spread on it, but when you hit an enemy, you know, they get affected by like just the right amount of knockback, just the right amount of damage to make it feel good. And then if you can walk up into a bulletkin's face and pull the trigger, you're in a good position. Even though the regular shotgun is literally better. I think the regular shotgun straight up does more damage as well. Which is a little weird, but... you know, I would expect the two weapons to do the same amount of damage, because one is just a sawed-off, but I think the regular shotgun fires more pellets, or something to that effect, I don't know. Take ammo for the pulse cannon, though. I guess the other... this is not the shop. I guess the other thing that I like about the sawed-off is that it has a lot of ammo, 150 shots. It might not be great, but it does go a long way. There's no chance that we're getting the key and getting back in time. But it was still worth trying. I really wanted that Cinergrace chest. I hate that the Cinergrace chests are always wicked. That's the thing. It's not a chance of a Cinergrace chest being wicked. It is a guarantee that a Cinergrace chest will be wicked if it is in an item room. And I hate it because it always feels bad, man. Can't get my my synergy. Not my synergy. Yeah, not my synergy. The only one that cannot spawn if the do is from This Is BK. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say, Jackman, but hello, welcome. Oh, God. Hello, shotgunner, my good old friend. Feels bad, man, exactly. If you get shot, you take damage, Gungeon Man Clancy. I mean, when you put it like that, you make it sound simple. Oh, ah! Yeah, this has been a dangerous room, and I'm very surprised we have yet to take damage. I don't know, maybe today is a good Gungeon day. You know, sometimes we have bad Gungeon days where we make stupid decisions, we dodge directly into bullets and take damage. This seems like it's either a good Gungeon day or a lucky one, because I have made some very poor dodges, but for the most part, they haven't come back to haunt me. The only boss that cannot spawn if the door spawns from the top is Bullet King, Wallmonger, and final bosses. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Even Doorlord? Can Doorlord... Doorlord. Can Doorlord spawn if the entrance is from the top? I feel like I've only ever seen Doorlord spawn from the bottom, but that might be an incorrect memory that I have for some reason. It's weird to me that bosses have that mechanic where sometimes they just cannot spawn depending on like the orientation of the room. It kind of makes sense for some of them, but like just couldn't they just move the position of the boss? Like couldn't they just move Bullet King down so he doesn't spawn at the very top of the screen? Wouldn't that be enough? Maybe not. Or maybe they just didn't want to do that. Or maybe it's tough to do, and so they didn't want to do that. I don't know. I think it would be cool because it would make it a little bit more unique as to what boss you're getting. You know, knowing if you're going to get a specific boss or not, depending on the layout of the room or the position of the room on the level. It takes the fun away from it a little bit, because I want to be surprised. Surprise me, game. Surprises, Trigger Twins, not like that, no! That's where I would complain. Alright, Sawed-Off Shotgun is now officially out of ammo. Thank you, Sawed-Off, for being a good knockback enabler for a floor. There we go. Just wanted to take a few shots to try to kill some bullets. We've done it. Isn't High Priest the same? Yeah, I think that High Priest can only spawn from the bottom. I think I didn't notice that. I think someone told me about that the first time. They're like, by the way, I didn't know if you knew this, but if you enter a room from the bottom, it could be the High Priest. And then I thought about it. And then after fighting the High Priest like 6 more times, because he's a very rare boss for me apparently, ended up being pretty true. And honestly, the High Priest fight makes me think that some bosses are more frequent than others, because it feels like I never get the High Priest, and maybe I don't get the High Priest because the level generation makes the boss arena enter from the bottom a lot, and as a result, does not make the boss room enterable from the bottom, and as a result from that, the game is like, hey, it can't be High Priest, pick another boss. You know, the entrance, the boss for your room is always on the left or on the top, and it's like, okay, well, if it's from the top, you know, it's gonna be kill pillars, and that's why they're extremely frequent, and the Wallmonger can be from the left and the right or something, I don't know. Then again, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, because the Wallmonger arena, because it takes so much room, like, the game would have to know what boss you're fighting ahead of time and then build the level to handle that, right? I don't know. TLDR, I don't know. Abe doesn't know. I don't know why I'm giving you the Tales from the Crypt theme song there, but TLDR, Abe doesn't know. You see, that's a moment where I needed to clear my throat for a second, so I'm muted. But now I'm back. I'm back, baby, a dinosaur story. Really don't like using the Tommy gun here, not because it's not like a 10 out of 10, but just because I want to have the Tommy gun ammo for the next boss fight. This has been happening, you know, with alarming regularity lately for me, is that we get these runs where I feel like I don't have a lot of ammunition. And if we don't get a good gun here, then we're going to be fighting the next boss with not much. This is not a great gun, but it is better than nothing, and once we hit the highest level form, it is a pretty good boss killer, so this is actually not half bad. It's a gun that we can use for boss fights for the entire game if we have to, so I am okay with that. We are done with the floor. We only picked up the one key that we bought, and we could go to the old king floor. It wouldn't be a good idea because we haven't taken damage on the run, but maybe we could make the Abbey work for us. Not take any damage and then just completely wreck the game. That'd be lovely. I would love to do it. TSM, hello, welcome. How you doing? Okay. Now, Evolver. How does Evolver work? I know that it's like you have to I'm gonna try to stop that. I know that you have to kill enemies, unique enemies, in order to level up Evolver. But do you have to kill them with the Evolver gun, or can you just kill them like with any weapon? Because if I can kill them with any weapon, I'd like to save a little bit of Evolver ammo, but I guess that doesn't make a lot of sense because we don't need to save Evolver ammo. It recovers full ammo every time it changes form, so we could just go ahead and use it. And it's not going to be an amazing gun. In fact, it's pretty awful. But all we really need to do is just get a couple more kills, and hopefully it does level up. Okay, so it'll level up if you get a kill with any weapon. That's better than I thought it was, because what I thought it was is that you had to get a kill with the Evolver gun, but... And maybe I just don't actually fully understand how it works. Like, maybe it'll reset its uniqueness every time it evolves, so you can kill the same enemy, you know, a couple of times on the same floor, a few times on the same floor, and still get credit for it. I don't know. TLDR, I got no idea. But it is probably, now that it is upgraded a couple of times, my best gun. My best room clearing gun. I mean, Pulse Cannon is probably my best room clearing gun. But this is still pretty good. Natural selection synergy reduces the amount of unique kills you have to get in order to get it to level up. That seems like a pretty good synergy. Also, I love this sound effect. What's the easiest way to get the Prime Primer? Ah, Prime Primer. I would say that you should do the oubliette, because if you do the oubliette, you'll get enough money, in all likelihood. If you don't do the oubliette, it's hard to get that much money, because the Prime Primer is sold by the second floor shopkeep for like 110 credits, and that's a lot of money by the second floor. But if you go to the oubliette, you should be able to get enough money easily. I say easily, but it might not be that easy, but you should still be able to get enough money. I really don't think this is the best weapon to be using here, but what else am I going to use? Tommy gun? Pulse cannon? I mean, pulse cannon would probably be pretty decent, but there we go. It took a lot of ammo, but we got him. You know, same thing if you're trying to do the elevator shortcut unlocks. You need a lot of money to do that, and as a result, if you just go to the oubliette, you should be able to get enough resources to make it happen on most runs. And if you play as the pilot, then you can always use your lockpick to open chests if you can't buy keys. Oh god, I haven't seen that in a while. Kill the enemy right when they shoot and you get that weird bug. Oh lord. Whew. Alright, deposit the old crests. We could also take the old crest with us and try to hold it for the entire game, but let's deposit it. Let's keep going. Okay. Mod that makes more gun munch recipes. I mean, that'd be fun. You know, it's something that's been brought up before. I think that the gun munch recipes in the game are cool, but there's only like 6 of them. And it's so weird that there's only like 6 of them, because it's a cool mechanic that you can use to get a particular weapon or to get rid of particularly bad guns if they have a synergy. But I guess because the game has like true synergies now, you don't really need a synergy to get a gun, because you can just have guns have synergies, which is kind of effectively a similar thing. Yo, blank bullets is OP as hell. Now we definitely want to pick up anything that gives us blank effects. There's also duct tape, and I've been eyeballing this duct tape. You eyeballing me? No, our gun! It deformed! You son of a gun. We could get the duct tape and duct tape something onto something. Like, I guess we could tape a Volver onto pulse cannon. So we'd fire like 2 different types of shotguns every time we pull the trigger, but I don't know. Would that be any good? It could be good. Could be decent. We'd get a lot of blank effects. Snail form, best form. Dude, honestly, I think we should go for it. Evolver onto pulse cannon. Now, the gun is never going to evolve or de-evolve, but we fire a lot of shots. They have a decent range. They'd probably do a lot of damage. And now I'm like, okay, maybe this is awesome. Let's give it a shot. Snail form, pulse cannon, 420 ammo, blaze it. Actually, the snail bullets, they travel forever, I think. They don't have any range limit on them, which is really cool. That seemed to work extremely effectively. And we also did get multiple keys. I'm glad I didn't destroy those chests when we had the opportunity, because we should be able to get some freebies. And you know me, I love my freebies. Having every gun of gun munch recipes would be overkill. I mean, the thing is that there are, oh right, blank bullets. There are multi-use gun munch synergies. So like any crossbow plus a magic weapon gives you crescent crossbow. You know, like there are multi-synergies for interesting, unique, or cool guns like crescent crossbow. That would be okay with me. I'd be more than okay having, you know, a system like that. Smoke bomb, so we can steal. I would honestly like the rat boots. Invincibility over pits would be lovely. Get the key. We probably don't need the key. Oh, you mean the nod key? I don't really feel like fighting the rat on this one. Rat's a little overkill right now. Let's just go for the glass guanstone. And we'll get the hell out of here. Let's go down to the next floor. I don't want to steal from the shopkeep, because if he has a good item on the next floor, I want to be able to steal that. One Berry Boy, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Bound Hades says Dead Cells is hard. Have you been playing Dead Cells? It is a tough game. is with the freaking stupid damage? Oh. Quick restart. No, don't quick restart. I fell into a pit accidentally. I was fiddling. I was fooling. Ugh. God damn it. $0.05. I mean, to be fair, the enemy I got hit by is not like a super easy enemy. He's like one of the premier asshole enemies in the game, so I'm not like, oh man, Abe got hit by an enemy, yo, he sucks ass with this game. It's not like a standard bulletkin. I've never gotten hit by a standard bulletkin. Don't look into that, because you might be surprised about what you see. But he did just fire one bullet, and I kind of just let it hit me. And that makes me feel a little bad. Who are you shooting? Me or the enemy? Yellow mage, what are you doing? A streamer the other day died to a chest explosion. He just started playing and didn't realize it. I mean, that's the thing. When you see a wicked chest or you explode a chest, maybe you don't if you're just new at the game, maybe you don't realize that they explode, or maybe you don't think that it's actually gonna hurt you. You know, just like if you had, oh, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the name of the item. It is called the... Melted Rock. God, it took me that long, because I don't think about that item at all. You know, what if you have Melted Rock and you use it? You think, oh, we're just gonna kill these enemies and explode their corpses. Nope, it hurts you. Or like Table Tech Rocket. We're just gonna use Table Tech Rocket. Oh wait, it hurts us. You know. People probably don't think about that, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. Okay, I understand how I took damage there. You can shut up about the fact that it was a regular bulletkin. But because I was using the tea kettle, I walked into the room, damaging the enemies, and then they immediately started opening fire without waiting for their standard cooldown. Okay, look. I'm done with this game. After this run, we're not playing Gungeon ever again. Taking a Gungeon hiatus. Thank you, Cheese. Why are you so bad? You're so bad at this game. Why do you take dumb damage? Someone's gotta say it. I'm glad it's him. You know what I want right now? I want a donut. I don't know why. I just want junk food. Should go to the store. I can do that now. The other day, I went to the RMV, took my motorcycle road test, passed it, so now I can technically ride at night. I can go to the store at the wee hours of the morning if I wanted to. I can go at like 2 a.m. if I'm done with the stream and I'm like, you know what, I could go for a donut. But I'm pretty sure all the stores around here close because this is not a super high populated area, and as a result, some of the stores and restaurants close a little bit earlier than you would like anyways. There's no kind of all-night thing here, which is very sad, but oh well. Hey, I finally timed a dodge roll correctly. He's done it. Abe is a biker man. I do have a crappy motorcycle that I bought on the cheap so that if I, you know, like dropped it or didn't care for it properly somehow or wrecked it, God forbid, that it wouldn't be too much of a problem. And I got it because, slow death? Slow death. I got it because I learned to ride from my stepdad. He had a motorcycle, and it wasn't like a fancy one. It was just kind of like a cheap off-road but street legal bike, and he would occasionally allow me to take it up into the mountains and just kind of ride around. I didn't have a license or a permit or anything, but it's all off-road and like private property stuff. So like I'm pretty sure you can still ride on private property. You just can't ride on a public road or anything like that. And so I just took it out. I enjoyed it, and then, you know, a couple of years ago, my car, I had to get rid of it because it was basically trashed, and I decided, you know what, let's go for a bike. It'll be cheaper in the long run, and also probably a little bit more fun, and I've been greatly enjoying the use of it. Wow, okay, synchronize much? These blank bullets, I never really thought about it, but they do a decent amount of damage on the blank effect. More than I would have expected, believe it or not. They're kind of crushing it a little bit. So there's a key. We can definitely open up the Cinergrace chest when we find it. So let's open up these 2 green chests. We get Fat Line, we get Fortune's Favor, which is not an item that I'm necessarily pleased with. We will take Pulse Cannon, we'll fight the boss, we have ammo waiting for us at the end of the floor. Let's go. Now I'm hoping for, you know, high quality blank effects, good damage. We don't gotta blank everything, but if we can blank, you know, every 4th attack or something, that'll be extremely effective for us. And you know what I'm liking about this as I'm using this blank combination gun right now? Is that both of the shotguns that we have duct taped, they run out of ammo at about the same time. Which is very handy because it means that I don't have to worry so much about manually reloading. I can just keep clicking and then we get good value out of our weapons. Oh, fuck. It is hard to know when to dodge when the blanks are happening so frequently, but still. It was a pretty good fight. It could have gone a lot worse. Aw, now we have Glass Cannon. This would have been a good gun to have a duct tape with. We could probably make something really cool happen. Yo, Bullet Bore Synergy! Cerebral Bros. But why Charm Horn? That's something that I've never understood about the Bullet Bros synergy. Why does Charm Horn give you double shot? Is there a lore reason for that, or am I just missing something? Am I missing the reference? How does this work with Bullet Bro Gun? It's gonna work very well with our shotguns, but how does it work with Bullet Bore Gun? Okay, those things don't have infinite range, just good range. I'm surrounded by love. I'm pretty sure these things will still home onto enemies automatically, but they also track the cursor forever? No, not forever. They're starting to disappear. Maybe they have fuel. Maybe they are going forever. Sorry, but I had to. That was weird. They sound like angry bees. If your mower sounds like that, something's wrong. Nothing says why the synergy is named like that, except someone said the gun is a reference to cerebral bore. I know why the gun is a reference to cerebral bore, sorry. But why is the synergy charm horn? That's what I don't get. That's what I'm confused by. Also, I have played a Turok game, but I forget which one. The only Turok game I played was from the Nintendo 64 era, if you can believe that or not. And because we didn't have any like consoles, we had old consoles at our house. Without taking damage, we don't have enough money. Let's come back here later. Wait, I didn't pay him, did I? No, we did pay him. We did have the money. Okay. And that was back in the era when games were still trying to figure out controls, and the control in that game was the C-pad on the N64 controller was movement, and the analog stick was changing your viewing, and it was absolutely god-awful. It was horrible. I think it was GoldenEye that like kind of helped standardize the stick being for movement. Because before that, certain games were using D-pad for movement or like this weird C-pad on the right half of the controller, and it didn't work that well. It was very awful. People didn't like it. I know I didn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only Turok game I ever played. I did not have many video games until I basically had a computer. And a lot of the first games that I played were just like really old DOS games that my dad had just like saved up on floppy disks. You would just pull them out, put in a disc and say, I wonder what's on this one. I downloaded it from a bulletin board in my younger days. We were all software pirates back then. Apparently that was a big problem. Clink. Back in the olden days. God damn it. You son of a gun. You know what? I'm not gonna let you blow up on me this time. I'm gonna open you. And you know what? I don't care about opening up a freaking brown chest. Get that out of here. Instead, we'll open up this delicious green chest without even needing to use a key. We get fat bullets. I could see this being Cerebral Bro synergy again, but we've already have the synergy. This is something different. Iron Slug. Iron Slug. Pretty cool. I like it. What is the damage on the Iron Slug versus the damage on the Big Iron? Do you lose damage firing one bullet instead of two? Also, these things are really big, but I don't think they actually get any better. I think they just get slower. Because after a while, they get smaller even after they've drilled into the enemy's head. It seems like a bit of an anti-synergy with Cerebral Bro here. I keep calling it Cerebral Bro because the synergy is Cerebral Bros. It's my Cerebral Bro gun. Let me out. I failed a challenge before because it was in hollow and I cleared a room before reaching the challenge NPC. I do that all the time, Dino Caden. Some levels just have a layout that doubles back. Sometimes you teleport. Sometimes you just bypass it because you don't have enough money, and then you come back to it later and you're like, oh, right. It happens. It's happened to the best of us. Big Iron Hexagon synergy is godly. I don't disagree with you on that one. The big iron synergy, we already found the secret room. The big iron synergy with hexagon is pretty good. You fire a hexagon shot plus other bullets every time you pull the trigger, and the hexagon is awesome. So the synergy has to be good, right? I'm just gonna wait for a minute on that. What happened there? I killed him with the actual, like, bullet? Weird. Bullet, 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 bullet. Oh. I do love the gun, though. I do love that it frickin' stuns everybody. Whee! Unfortunately, the big iron does not have that much range. It's the biggest negative of using it. Jornker says, I need to get back into more Gungeon. I have 500 hours, but I need more. Jornker, hello, welcome. Also, yes, Gungeon is great. You should always play it. It's the best game ever made. Except maybe not, but I don't know. Okay, careful, 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 careful. This is a weird boss where I don't necessarily think that it's going to be super effective to use our shotguns, because I think I'd rather stay a little bit further at range. However, the blank effect is really good. You know, it'll blank out the claymores in the air, stop her bullets. These are just gonna chase me down, so I need to move. She's almost dead. She's dead. That's wonderful. Just like Spice can never have enough. Spice me up, Gungeon baby, and you'll never let me down. And throw me around. I don't know, didn't really work that well. Let's buy the other key. Was there a chest yet to open? No. Did we talk to this guy and get my item? I think we did. Was it stout bullets? Did I talk to him? I feel like I forgot to talk to him again. No, we did. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Kinda just forgetting. Best synergy is aha with cannon. That is a pretty good synergy. I think we need the bomb item for that. If we could get it, I'll take a bomb. A bomb is fine too. Dude, I'm loving our super shotgun. It's pretty effective, you gotta admit. But I'm still hoping that eventually we'd be able to get a blank synergy. You know, gold amulet, of course, would be OP as hell, but I'll take a lodestone, ice, chaos, uranium, or copper amulet. I guess it's not ice amulet, it is frost amulet. I was about to ask, why is it... Yo. I was about to ask, why is it uranium amulet if it's irradiated lead being the thing that gives you poison, and when they both give you poison? But then I realized, I mean, uranium, nuclear, irradiated, kind of makes sense a little bit, I guess. It's got that nuclear throne vibe going on. Everything's irradiated. You know what? This will blow you up. Oh, ammo! Completely unnecessary. Avery, welcome. How you doing? It's my favorite RimWorld backseater. Actually, one shot is enough to kill these guys? Maybe not. No, it totally is. I wonder if that's because of our damage bonus or something else. There you are. Yo, we do a lot of damage right now. Blanks not included. Excuse me. Verity, you're in Vermont today. Make sure you pick up some maple syrup while you're there. They've got some pretty good syrups. They got some pretty good ones. I'll be honest, I prefer the maple syrup from Vermont more than where I currently am. It just tastes a little bit better. I need to go to the store and get some frickin' waffles. That's what I need. Waffles? Okay, I got a question for everybody. Waffle or pancake? In my opinion, waffles are superior. And I'm gonna tell you why. Waffles have more surface area. They are firmer, crispier, which I prefer over the softness of a pancake, but also they have syrup storage devices in the waffle. I of course refer to the square textured surface of the waffle. With that surface, you can get a bite full of syrup without having to dunk or soak the pancake if you were eating a pancake. I argue that waffles are clearly superior to pancakes. Lean back, take a drink, cross my legs, change my mind. I also think that you reduce the possibility of getting a soggy waffle. Pancakes, for some reason, they just go soggy way too quickly. But waffles, you know, maybe that crispy exterior helps to keep them fresher longer, so you can eat a little bit slowly and then still have a delicious, lovely waffle available. Now, French toast. One Berry Boy is correct on that. French toast is delicious. Jornker said it first. Bert said it before him. I'm looking at chat. I'm a little bit lazy, I understand. However, French toast is also much more difficult to make. And I still think I would prefer a waffle. So I'm just itching my hand. I still think I would prefer a waffle over French toast. French toast is more of an occasional thing, but waffles, I could eat that every day. That's my opinion. Croissant Nation, rise up. One Berry Boy, here's the thing. Croissants are delicious, but maybe it's a regional thing. McDonald's does not serve croissant breakfast sandwiches. They only serve croissant breakfast sandwiches. They don't serve biscuit breakfast sandwiches, and I much prefer the biscuits. Even though I like a good croissant, I think that a biscuit makes for a superior handheld sandwich experience, and for some reason, you can't get them. I'm disappointed. But I do think that the biscuit is the way to go. Alright. Apache Thunder reminded me, steal something, new floor on the next floor. We should definitely do that. We got triple gun, armor of thorns, no contact damage would be kind of decent, but it's just, there's not a lot here that I want, so I guess I'll just go with armor of thorns, I guess. And we have a lot of HP. Well, we only have like 3 red hearts on the floor, but we still should go to the lady and give her some HP, and then on the next floor heal up a little bit. We have 6 armor, we'll be fine. We'll go a little bit deep here. We don't really need to because we have the ability to steal, but a little bit of money is still good. Hey Luigi 10, thank you for the resub. 1 more month on this streak. Borderlands 3 has been wonderful. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I have not played or seen any Borderlands 3, that is. But maybe one day I'll take a look at it. Are biscuits like scones? I don't know, I'm Aussie. They are not like scones, I do not believe. They are flaky and layered and delicious when done properly. You could also sell items to get a little bit of extra money. Like, we don't really need the poison immunity when we have the sponge, so we can drop that, get a little bit of extra cash. Really don't need the sawed-off, really don't need the teapot. We're going to keep Charmed Horn because it's a synergy gun. We really don't need Flatline, but we'll keep it. Really don't need Polaris. I don't know why I'm holding on to this much money at this point. I don't know, maybe we'll get very lucky, we'll get a YV Shrine. That'd be awesome. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, let's move. In Apache Thunder, you're right, I should probably be using the glass cannon, but honestly, I think that pulse cannon combo is better. Not only does it do a lot of damage, it also has more blanking effect. Wow, good dodge. But then again, I didn't see this guy up here. It has a better blanking effect. Pick up the ammo. Which keeps us safer, and it's also just more fun, I think, than glass cannon. I think it does more damage overall, and I think it keeps us safer, which makes it better. I will also say that the cannon is amazing right now with our ability to remotely control the bullets. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. All we need now is some way of, like, gaining a little bit more ammo. What happened there? Whoa, what happened there? Got him. RIP stealing item. We got 400 credits. If we find YV, I'll just spend it all there. I don't care. I love this thing being so big that it can't actually hit the enemies correctly because there's so many tight walls. Just keep giving me ammo, game. I'll be happy. Wow, okay, my gun didn't shoot. It shot. We don't take cut. We're immune to everything. We've done it. Well, that was incredibly scary. My shot was destroyed by the wall. Dude, also, F these jerk enemies. I got them. Who are gun cultists who want to kill me. They are not fun. They're the worst around. Dodger, why do you gotta let me down? Alright. Rip stealing item, not needed but never unwanted. That is definitely true. You're always happy to see it even if you don't use it, because you know, you'll eventually find yourself on a run in which you really want it, but you don't have it. And you're like, wow, this is a great shop. It's got everything I want. I can't steal any of it, and it's a Curslo shop too, so if I wanted to buy it, I would have to endure LJ's wrath. Man, I really hate the fact that bullets, when they hit a wall, when you shoot them, just are immediately destroyed. I mean, I understand it a little bit. I understand why it's a thing. I just hate it because my bullets keep getting destroyed, and I want to keep using this gun and have really large projectiles. It's just not working right. Whoa. Excuse me, I burped. You all saw it. I don't know what is up with me. I keep coughing and I feel like I got something perpetually stuck in my throat. You should be able to steal with bullet time. I mean, you can steal with the the other time slowing down item, Aged Bell. But Aged Bell stops time completely. I have a brick of cash. The bullet time does not stop time completely. It just gives you bullet time. I can understand not being able to steal. You know, he's gonna see you even though you're moving quickly or he's moving slowly. You're not invisible. Oh, what a shot. Also, what a bounce! What a bounce! I don't even understand how I'm so good at this game sometimes. This is one hell of a calculated shot, you're right. I truly am the best around. Now, it's important to remember that I'm not actually immune to fire. I'm just immune to goop-based fire, but the sponge is still not going to protect me from everything. Sponge it up, brother! Orange. Well, we've already lost synergy, whatever it was. Pulp Gungeon. Should have just kept firing. I don't know why I used a blank. I mean, that's why I pulled out a shotgun. My brain, it just got a little bit scrambled. Buy that, buy the key. Let's get the hell out of here. The first time Abe doesn't check for a secret room with brick of cash. And then I still screwed it up on the seconds. On the actual secret room. I saw him switch to my gun, crack the wall, and then still use the blank. Even though we have blank bullets. Oh, Lord. You fire 2 M1911s? Pretty much. That could be cool. Glass cannon on the heart? Dude, no! Here's the thing. Pulse cannon just does more damage. Maybe not right now because we're, really far back, but as long as we can get up in there, the pulse cannon does more damage. That might not be what you want to hear, but this is what peak performance looks like. Although, I wonder if this works with stout bullets? It very well may. I rate that synergy eh. Which one? The M1911 synergy where a second M1911 orbits you and fires? I mean, that would have been cool. We should have actually, checked it out, but I figured we would just want to not get rid of our active item, Hey, Ultimate Noob. So, Ultimate Noob, I guess, is playing their own Gungeon run with me. They have Sunlight Javelin Estus Synergy. Almost got crushed by the Wallmonger. Seems like you're having a fun time. What was our fourth floor boss? It was Wallmonger. Okay. I couldn't remember for a second. I'm like, what happened on this run? It's already over. It's 57 minutes into it. We have one more floor left to do. Oh boy, time certainly does fly when you're having fun. I will gun munch. Let's get rid of the Frost Giant. I know I said hi to you at the start of the stream. I wanted to point out that I'm reading chat is basically what that was. It's like I'm reading chat. I understand what's going on. Don't think I don't know. It's like a giant spermazoa. Don't eye my gun hungrily. Abe is the memory of a goldfish, you know this. Munch Charmhorn. Nah. You see, for once, My memory is impeccable, and I remember that the Charm Horn is giving me the synergy effect with Bullet Brothers, or Bullet Boar. I keep calling it Bullet Brothers because the synergy is Cerebral Bros. I remember that that is an item we don't want to get rid of. Did I say Charm Horn? I meant Charm Bow. Look, my memory might be impeccable. That doesn't mean my speech is improved at all. My oratory skills are still... You got a lot of HP, dude. Now don't blank. Now you may blank. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but a while back my follower notification got busted, but I kind of like having the on-screen notification only appear for subscribers and cheers and that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to say, hey, King Slime, thank you for the follow. I see it. Even though it doesn't appear on the screen, I still see it. Will Tafty, hello, welcome. What'd you miss? You only missed the best run of Gungeon ever. I dropped and sold all my good items, but we were just one-shotting every enemy in the entire game, even the dragon, and now we're just gonna kill the Lich using this gun I found. It's not even duct taped, I just found it like this. Gungeon got an update, and in the update you can just find duct taped guns. Yeah. Cool, huh? 100% telling the truth. Would I ever lie to you? What benefit would I have to lie to anybody? Oh, what a jerk. I didn't realize he was a veteran. I was too focused on trying to freeze the Bludgeons by moving around the explosive. It worked. Can't tell me it didn't. Still a little disappointed that we didn't get any sort of a blank synergy on the run, but that's okay. It's still been a cool run. Whoa, Lord! Gotta be careful with that. You could shoot your eye out. I said Charm Horn like 4 times. Yeah, it happens. I'll keep saying it. Charm Horn, Charm Horn, Charm Horn. Honestly, still in my head, they're like the same item. They let you... Well, actually, Charm Horn doesn't let you steal. Or, sorry, Charmed Bow doesn't let you steal. Fuck. I don't know why I do that. Just some items, man. I got Gungeon mush on the brain. That's what it is. You play Gungeon for 2,000 hours, everything just kind of blends together. Yeah, maybe I just got horns in the mind. Well, I really wish I'd killed these enemies. Really? You hit me? I mean, the second time is fair, but the first time I didn't get my table flip invincibility. Sometimes that table flip invincibility, man, it feels like it doesn't work properly. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Like, it feels like you, it resets if you flip a table right as your table flip invincibility is wearing out, so you don't get the invincibility properly or something. I don't know, but oftentimes I find myself taking damage and I'm like, what? Stupid game, it doesn't even understand its own mechanics. That shouldn't have happened. I don't know what happened there, guys. Freaking game bugged out on me. Fucking worst game ever. Devs, get your shit together. If you have armor, After you beat the dragon, does it transfer over to the bullets past? Bound Hades said yes. I personally think that is also correct. You probably have already done it because that message is a couple minutes old, but I think your extra blanks also transfer over. It's a weird bug that you get to bring stuff into your pasts just due to weirdness. I'm kind of curious what happens on the robot. Can you get like 16 armor and then have it all transfer over to your past? That'd be kind of cool. Alright, you know what? It's ravenous. Ravenous. Still ravenous. He's still ravenous. He's still ravenous. He's still ravenous. Hey, we've done it. Archer Nick, thank you very much for the sub. See, those still appear on the screen. I'm a little bit more inclined to look over when it's only subs. I'm ravenous. You should put that in your sub message. I'm ravenous. That is doing damage extremely slowly. This is much better. Like, you can tell just how much better that is over the Particulator. Now, would the glass cannon have been more damage or less? Yes. But I mean, I bought the frickin' duct tape to make this possible. Well, Tafty says, I've done almost everything in the game, and I went from being an amazing player who at least reaches bullet hell to suddenly being bad and dying on the second floor or the oubliette. I mean, if you had a long, break between Gungeon, that would make sense, You lose your skills if you don't use them. I would probably suck at Isaac if I played it right now, because I have not played any Binding of Isaac in, like, a billion years. When the Isaac update comes out, the Isaac DLC, I am going to be playing a lot of it, and I'm also going to be really bad. I hope I can still put out some victories, at least. Man, bullet time... It's cheating. It feels like it's cheating. It's so good. You know what also feels like it's cheating? Blank bullets. Blank bullets is so broken. I agree, Bound Hades. Especially on shotguns. Especially on duct-taped shotguns, excuse me. Oh my lord. I think chat likes it when you're bad at games. Me in particular, or... or chats in general. Ugh. I'm bad at Nuclear Throne. I have a lot of fun with it, but I rarely get past the first loop. I die very quickly. Good run, a lot of flawlesses, relatively few items it looks like, but we did just gun munch like 7 things to get the Particulator for the boss fight, which was completely worthless. The pulse cannon duct tape synergy was ideal though. I think we did it at the right time using the Snail shotgun. Worked wonderfully. High damage, stout bullets, blank bullets. We were crushing it. Crushing it, excuse me. Oh, hiccup, burp. Oh god. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for Wanna Go Live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.